Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold on, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good morning. Good evening. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys are doing well out there and enjoying your day. This is breaking news. Holy crap. Holy crap. Holy crap. And I wasn't expecting this right now, but we going to talk about it, okay? I was getting something ready for something completely different, okay? Something completely different. I was getting ready for something completely different. And now we got some new information here. Oh, my Lord. And we got to get into it, okay? So, yes. Very interesting, guys. Let me just say that real quick. I am still breaking this down. I am still getting a bunch of information right now as we speak. I didn't even get a chance to fully make a thumbnail yet because it has been absolutely insane over here getting this information. All right. But I'm sure we were all wondering what the heck was going to go on, what was going down. But we got some information here. We are going to be getting into it. I promise you guys here in just a minute. I'm just still kind of uploading and getting things ready because this is breaking news, y'all. There is a suspect that has been arrested in connection to the Idaho 4 tragedy. I repeat. There has been a connection, or there has been an arrest. A suspect has been arrested in connection to the Idaho 4 tragedy. Spread this like wildfire. I'm sure everybody else who's been covering this situation right now is talking about it right now as we speak. I'm sure people I'm sure are going crazy right now, just trying to get the information, as much information out to you guys as possible. All right, but. Again, I repeat, this is a true story. True story. Somebody has been arrested. And the question is, I got questions because I'm still trying to figure out who this person is. Okay? Again, I'm getting a lot of developing information. I got a lot of developing information coming to me. And some of it's going to be coming to me. Things are going to be coming to me in Dolby surround sound. Okay, guys? But it'll just be Dolby surround sound, Dolby surround information. Okay, so just rock with me today, okay? Because I didn't expect this to happen this morning at all. I had something completely different set up. Oops. I had something completely different set up for y'all today. But nonetheless, this is some good news. I hope. I'm hoping this is good news, okay? And it is a man. It is very much a man. This is Nuck and Futz, y'all. This is Nuck and Futz, all right? So the question is, you see the name, and some of you guys don't see the name because I only changed the title a little bit on YouTube because this was just breaking, so I had to hop on and give you guys the information as quickly as I possibly could. But Bryan Kohberger is allegedly the bad guy. Okay, we're going to get into some things. Sorry, there's a lot of information here. This is breaking news, breaking. I know a lot of y'all getting just showing up to the party. If you can, do me a favor. Please do not forget to hit that like button down below. We could be wrapping up this right before the new year, which is pretty amazing. Okay? And it also shows that police ain't dragging their feet so much. So hit that like button down below. Crush it. Send it past 600 likes as I see you guys starting to file in. Like I said, some of y'all are late to the party. We got breaking news. A suspect has been arrested. And this is not just hearsay. This ain't fake news. We're going to give you some information here, guys, in just a little bit. So hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done it yet. That would really, really mean a lot. You know your boy's working hard out here in these streets to give you the information and the conversations that you need for the day. All right? So let's get into this. breaking news. I'm going to keep saying it over and over again because I'm elated. Okay? I am jovial. All right? My heart is light with joy right now. Why? Because we are getting a little bit closer to the truth. We're getting a little bit closer to finding out what monster did this horrific homicide that happened just steps off of University of Idaho's campus. Real talk. We have 4 souls that were taken on the night of November 13th of this year. Because, I mean, shoot, we only have 2 more days and then this year is over, right? And for over 6+ weeks, well over a month and a half, not only just ourselves, but police, local law enforcement, FBI, and the sort have been working diligently trying to find out what the hell happened here. Who did this? How did this happen? How was this person able to successfully do what they did in the way that they did it? We're slowly but surely starting to get some information. Okay. We had screenshots, we had photos, we had stills from security cam footage, we had audio from security cam footage, we have a food truck live stream where we see 2 of the girls, Kaylee and Madison, grabbing some late night munchy food. But this is all that we got. This is all the information that we got for the last 6 weeks. Now, we just watched yesterday a full-on interview, got some interviews from the police chief, Chief Fry, talking about all kinds of stuff, but he was really just being extremely vague. And now obviously I got it before. It is frustrating when you're sitting there wanting to hear what's going on, and they won't tell you nothing, right? They won't tell you a doggone thing. It's very frustrating, y'all. It's extremely, extremely frustrating. But I understand them playing a lot of things, as they kept saying, close to the vest. It makes sense to a certain extent. But for those of y'all who think, Pascal capping, this dude full of cap, stop the cap, Pascal. Just stop. Stop lying. You lying. This is some BS. Well, let me show you something real quick. Okay? Let's take a look at this right here. Enjoy, ladies and germs.
And we begin with breaking news, a stunning turn of events in the murder of 4 University of Idaho college students. Multiple law enforcement sources tell News 4 police have taken a man into custody in Pennsylvania. Adam Harding is live in East Stroudsburg. Adam?
And Gus, good morning to you. We just got to the courthouse within the last 10 minutes. According to law enforcement sources, they tell News 4 that a 25-year-old man in the Scranton area here in Pennsylvania has been taken into custody in connection to the murder of those 4 University of Idaho students. This all breaking late this morning. The murders in the small town of Moscow certainly stunning that region, and this becoming a story of national interest for weeks now. 4 University of Idaho students, 3 women and 1 man, were found stabbed to death in their beds in a rental home, which was near the campus back on November 13th. The local medical examiner revealing that the victims were likely asleep and had some defensive wounds. Again, this morning, the big breaking news here that a man is in custody, according to multiple law enforcement sources, in the murder of those 4 University of Idaho students in the Scranton area here in Pennsylvania. Police in the here in Pennsylvania planning a 4 p.m. News conference that is expected to happen in Moscow, Idaho, which is where this has been developing now for several weeks. Again, that is at 4 o'clock this afternoon, that news conference to discuss the arrest. Not much to work off of, but again, the sources telling us that a 25-year-old man is in custody. Of course, we are working to learn much more about the details of that arrest. Watch for our live continuing coverage, both on air and online throughout the day here on Channel 4.
Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about, man. I'm telling you real quick, real talk, I was really worried. I'm going to play it again for the nosebleed seats for all y'all who are sitting there going, is this a lie? Could this be a lie? No. We got local news talk. Well, this is not even local news. This is news from New York, all right, talking about this, showing us proof positive that this be the truth. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, I am so joyous right now. You have no idea. You have no idea. That's how you drive. Let's go. I just hope that this is the guy. Again, I'm going to sit here and say that because, remember they were like, we got to play this. We got to be smart about this. We got to approach this in the right way. These charges have to stick. We can't just go out here all willy-nilly. This kind of sounded like what he sounded like. What Chief Fry said sounded a lot like what the other chief of police said over the Quentin Simon case. Remember when we already knew who it was, so on and so forth. We're sitting there going, why haven't they just arrested Leilani, right? And he said, hey, we got to make sure that these charges stick, right? He said the same thing, Chief Fry. He said the same bloody thing. We need to make sure all this sticks. And of course, they can't say much because they didn't want this dude to kick rocks. Let's keep it reals, okay? They didn't want this mother lover to kick rocks. But what's crazy is where they found him. Let me roll this back one more time for the nosebleed saints. I'm not playing the whole thing, but we're going to get the meat and potatoes, which is the most important part, which is in the very beginning of this clip. Again, this is great bloody news. I am very happy right now, and we should all be happy right now that they played a lot of things close to the chest. As much as I was like, why won't they tell? We all know what's good for us, right? But we don't like to admit it, right? But I am happy that the truth and that they got somebody. And it's funny because in the forums, somebody said within the next 2 weeks, somebody was about to get arrested. There was that whole thing that was circulating out here in the internet streets saying somebody was going to get arrested within the next 2 weeks, within the top of this month, this coming month, so on and so forth. And this is crazy. But anyway, let me play it again for those of y'all who don't believe me. Okay? I'm just going to rub it in a little bit more. And we got more information too. So just hold tight, guys. Hold tight.
And we begin with breaking news, a stunning turn of events in the murder of 4 University of Idaho college students. Multiple law enforcement sources tell News 4 police have taken a man into custody in Pennsylvania. Adam Harding is live in East Stroudsburg. Adam?
And Gus, good morning to you. We just got to the courthouse within the last 10 minutes. According to law enforcement sources, they tell News 4 that a 25-year-old man in the Scranton area here in Pennsylvania has been taken into custody in connection to the murder of those 4 University of Idaho students. This all breaking late this morning. The murders in the small town of Moscow certainly stunning that region, and this becoming a story of national interest for weeks now. 4 University of Idaho students, 3 women and 1 man, were found stabbed to death in their beds in a rental home, which was near the campus back on November 13th. The local medical examiner revealing that the victims were likely asleep and had some defensive wounds. Again, this morning, the big breaking news here that a man is in custody, according to multiple law enforcement sources, in the murder of those 4 University of Idaho students in the Scranton area here in Pennsylvania. Police in the here in Pennsylvania planning a 4 p.m. News conference that is expected to happen in Moscow, Idaho, which is where this has been developing now for several weeks. Again, that is at 4 o'clock this afternoon, that news conference to discuss the arrest. Not much to
All right, as you can hear, this is in Pennsylvania, y'all. Okay? This is in Pennsylvania. I just want to make that abundantly clear. There is something I'm still fixing on the other side, so I'm going to play this one more time so that you guys can hear the beginning part of it. I'm just fixing some things. Give me 2 seconds. But I'm going to play it again for those of y'all who are just getting in. This is breaking, brand new spanking news, and it's fantastic. But they found him in Pennsylvania, nowhere near Moscow or the surrounding states of Idaho. They found him in Pennsylvania. Let me play one more time.
And we begin with breaking news, a stunning turn of events in the murder of 4 University of Idaho college students. Multiple law enforcement sources tell News 4 police have taken a man into custody in Pennsylvania. Adam Harding is live in East Stroudsburg. Adam?
And Gus, good morning to you. We just got to the courthouse within the last 10 minutes. According to law enforcement sources, they tell News 4 that a 25-year-old man in the Scranton area here in Pennsylvania has been taken into custody in connection to the murder of those 4 University of Idaho students. This all breaking late this morning. The murders in the small town of Moscow certainly stunning that region, and this becoming a story of national interest for weeks now. 4 University of Idaho students, 3 women and 1 man, were found stabbed to death in their beds in a rental home, which was near the campus back on November 13th. The local medical examiner revealing that the victims were likely asleep and had some defensive wounds. Again, this morning, the big breaking news here that a man is in custody, according to multiple law enforcement sources, in the murder of those 4 University of Idaho students in the Scranton area here in Pennsylvania. Police in the here in Pennsylvania planning a 4 p.m. News conference that is expected to happen in Moscow, Idaho, which is where this has been developing now for several weeks. Again, that is at 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Okay. So now you see that he was found in Pennsylvania. Okay. I repeat, he was found in Pennsylvania. All right. Now, I know some of you guys might be wondering, who is this person that we're talking about? Okay. So I got a few things that I want to pull up so that you guys can see it too. This is wild. I still, like, some of y'all sticker shock just said, I can't believe it. Yeah, the sticker shock said, I can't believe it. I can't either. But I'm wondering, what is the connection, y'all? I'm wondering what the hell is the connection, okay? And I promise y'all, I'm going to get to all your super chats. I promise, okay? Your super stickers and your super chats, I will. This is all just breaking news. This just happened. Real talk. Just recently, just broke, okay? And so I'm still getting everything together as much as I can as well. And I'm seeing a lot of people helping me out, giving me the information that they can, so on and so forth. So I do appreciate it. I got some things that we got to look at. Okay, I got some things. Okay, so we are going to be looking at a few things here in just a minute. Okay, but sorry, I'm just closing up all these doggone windows that I had open for a completely different story. Now, one of the things is a lot of people are wondering who the person is. All right, and this is that piece of work. His name is Bryan Kohberger. Hopefully, I really don't care if I say his name right or wrong, but this is the monster that is supposedly, or this is allegedly the monster that took the lives of those 4 students. Now, I guess one of the main questions a lot of us are wondering is, why was he in Moscow? What was he doing in Moscow? What was he doing in that area? Why did he pick that house? There's a lot of questions here that I still would like to know. Of course, we all will sit here and go, yes, we got somebody, right? We got a suspect. But now the questions still remain. Why did this happen? Was this a random act? Did he just walk into the house at random? Drive out there, fly out there to Moscow, to the University of Idaho, just to do what he did? Randomly? It makes no sense. But let me blow this up so you guys can see it. This is his face. This is his mother-loving face. and he goes by Bryan Kohberger. Interesting, right? Let that soak in. Because this is the guy who's in custody right now for taking the lives of those 4 students. Kaylee, Madison, Ethan, and Xana. Took them all. So if he still was matriculating, because I see some of you guys saying some stuff like, wait, hold on. Where did that go? Yeah, I'm going to be pulling up some information here too. But Zebedee says Google said that he went to Washington State, which is right next door to Moscow. So if he was still matriculating at that school, then maybe, yeah, I guess he could have been on the run. This guy could have kicked rocks. He could have been out on the lam, trying to breathe in that freedom of air as long as he could until he got arrested, right? Because they found him in Pennsylvania. You got to remember, though, they have been working trying to find somebody for 6+ weeks. Imagine how much mileage you can cover in 6+ weeks. In a white Hyundai? Elantra, maybe? He was in that ride? I don't know yet, okay? I'm still getting the information live with you as well, okay? So we got a couple things we got to look at, okay? Because I know some of you guys sent me some things. I got some things from other people as well. We got a lot going on, okay? And I appreciate everybody's help, okay? So do me a favor. For the fact that this is good news, all right? Please hit that like button down below. Crush it. Send it past 1,000 likes. Let's get this to 1K, all right? Please. That would really, really mean a lot. And then second, if you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button. I talk about everything on this show, everything from breaking news to true crime to pop culture to controversy. And I have celebrity interviews on this channel as well. So please hit that subscribe button. It'd be greatly appreciated, okay? Now, man, there's some crazy stuff going on. Woo! Whole lot of craziness going on. Let's get into this. Man, people move fast. I'm going to be real. People move fast. And I don't know how much of this is 110% true, but shout out to Fair and Balanced for sending this to me. I appreciate you, girl. Thank you so much for tweeting this to me or, messaging this to me as well. But they already have 5 known facts. 5 facts you need to know about this suspect, about this monster, BK. All right, I'm just going to call him BK from this point on. All right. So let's get into it. Still, to me, crazy news. I just got this, so we're going to look at this as a family. All right. Again, we're going to be looking at this as a family. All right. So BK was identified as the suspect accused of doing what he allegedly did to the 4 U of I students in Moscow, Idaho. BK, they say he's 28 here. We heard he was 25 in that news clip, but they're saying, according to heavy.com, they're saying that BK, he does look like he's 28. I will say, I mean, he looks like he's a hard 28. All right. But this is why I say, my people, moisturize. Okay. Moisturize the skin. But BK, all right, who allegedly in this reporting says that he is 28 years old, was arrested today, okay, in Monroe County, Pennsylvania, court records show. His name was confirmed by the WPVI, a Philadelphia news station. BK is facing extradition to Idaho on unaliving charges, the news station reports. I guess he's from Albrightsville, Pennsylvania. He's a graduate student. There we go. He's a graduate student, which is interesting. He's a graduate student at Washington State University in Pullman, Washington, not far from Moscow. So you guys, like, it's amazing how quick y'all can get information faster than me. You know, as I'm hosting the show, y'all going like, yeah, he's a criminology major over at Washington State, which is only a few minutes away from Moscow. I'm like, damn, y'all are fast. Y'all are some smart mother lovers out there. I just need to let y'all know that. But according to the WSU website, he was pursuing a PhD in criminal justice and criminology. So, of course, he would know some things on how to get away with the unthinkable. Okay? See, even my dog concurs. He's like, go get him. Go get him, Let's go get him, Moscow PD. Let's go. So, he was already pursuing. He already knew his ins and outs. And where is it? And Tanya, don't worry, we got that Reddit post right here as well. Like I said, you guys are amazing. You guys have sent me some really great stuff. So we are going to be going through all those things together as a family. So we're getting to know you. We're getting to know BK, the monster. Okay? The alleged monster. Let me just say that again. The alleged monster. I apologize. You never know. He could have been at the wrong place at the wrong time too. I don't know. But 5-0 has been working on this diligently for over 6 weeks. Do you think they got the wrong guy? I doubt it. But we're going to get into it, okay? Again, for those of y'all who are late to the party, breaking news, a suspect has been arrested. Again, a suspect has been arrested in connection to the Idaho tragedy, the Idaho 4 tragedy. I'm going to say his name a couple times. I don't like saying it, but I'm going to say it now. They have the suspect. Their suspect, his name is Bryan Kohberger. All right? He is a PhD student from from Washington State University. He was getting his PhD in criminal justice and criminology. So think about it. I'm sure this guy's sat down and thought about this a million times on how to get away with muerte. And no, there ain't no Viola Davis up in this piece helping you out with her judgmental eyes. Think about it. He's had time to sit down and think about this. Real talk. He studies it. He's about to become a PhD in this piece, man. On how one could get away with. That's wild, y'all. That's wild. But let's continue. The passings obviously have roiled the campus town. The 4 students were found inside a home. Obviously, they've already been perceived as a homicide, which is the reason why he has been arrested. The individuals have been identified. We already know their names, but we'll say them anyway. We need to continue saying their names, just like we need to say Shanquella Robinson's name, just like Quentin Simon's name, right? Kylie Rodney, all right? Ethan, Madison, Xana, and Kaylee, all right? We already know it was from a sharp object plunging into them multiple times, okay? Which is absolutely terrible. All right. So, of course, the authorities were searching for a Rambo-style military knife called a K-bar knife. There was blood everywhere. I'm trying to find out more information here. The victims were all students. We already know that. We already know about the unconscious individual. All right. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Man, I got you. Y'all are amazing family. Let me just say that. You guys are all amazing. I'm just getting all kinds of alerts like crazy right now and saying, hey, did you get the photo? This is the photo of the guy. And I got the photo. I'm going to show you guys again his face. But I'm trying to see if there's anything else here about all the top 5 here are nothing except stuff that we already know. Stuff that we already know. Let's see, maybe number 5, believe that there is an ongoing threat to the community. Yeah, I mean, given the fact that if they do not believe, I mean, that makes sense for them to not believe that the bad guy is gone, or that the bad guy is still in the house or still in the town. Sorry, I apologize. Obviously, if he ran off, and from what we see, this is one of his photos. Another, like a headshot of his. Maybe this, I don't know, maybe this is his driver's license, something like that. This could be his Tinder profile. I don't know. All right. This could be his headshot for his Facebook page. Real talk. We don't know. But at the same time, this piece of work, this alleged monster, BK, has been arrested in connection to the unalivings of these 4 young students. And I'm going to show this to you guys one more time, or show you guys again. He's originally from the Pennsylvania area. He's a graduate student at the university I keep saying university. He's a graduate student at Washington State University in Pullman, Washington, which isn't very far from Moscow, Idaho. And he also was getting his PhD in criminal justice and criminology. That is that's some very interesting information, especially in what he studied. He was studying crime. He was studying how people got away with things. And I'm sure he sat there, like I've said before, and thought over and over and over again how he could get away with something like this too. Hence the reason why he was able to go into that house. I'm going to show his face again so everybody can see it. Hence the reason why he was able to go into that house, do what he did, do the unthinkable, and walk out unscathed. Remember, from what we understand, there wasn't any red on the outsides of the house. 0. So he knew what he was doing. And he knew, or allegedly, I have to say allegedly, because, you never know nowadays. But he knew something. He allegedly knew how to do this. He thought this out. God forbid. I've said it a million times before, and it's very disturbing and disgusting, I'm sure. But if you really think about it, what if this was somebody who walked in there with a hazmat suit on, or walked in there looking like a scene from Dexter, right? With the apron and the full face mask thing going on. What if? Here's another thing to put in consideration too. Given the fact that he was a PhD major, or a PhD student over at Washington State University, he's studying the criminology and criminal justice, right? What if he went and showed up to these parties? Not far from the university isn't far from that university. What are the chances of him actually going in and kicking it with these fraternity students? Because you got to remember, let's think about this really quick. These are the questions that are just burning in my soul right now, okay? Deep down in the plums right now. How would he be able to get into that place easily? Unless the whole place was just one big old open door policy, which is what I call it, which is they don't worry about anything there because it's a small, quiet town. No one's going to go in and rob them, so on and so forth. So they just leave the doors unlocked. These are girls that are all really close with each other. At least the 2 top floors are very close with each other. Maybe they leave their doors unlocked to just, be able to run in and out of each other's rooms to maybe take it, sleep with each other, and not in some salacious way. I'm just saying, like, being able to cuddle up and be with their besties. You see what I'm saying? That could be it too. Or this dude actually knew the codes to those 2 rooms, which would also be absolutely wild. But for me, I think it's open door policy. Remember that interview? I don't have the video anymore, but I remember that interview that one of the locals had with the news station, with News Nation. They said, people are, obviously people are very nervous. People are on edge about all this. They're very concerned about everything. One of the locals said, yeah, now I have to lock my front door, which is something I never had to do before. What if that was the same mentality with everybody else, including those girls? No one will come in and do this kind of stuff. This is a small town. Everybody knows each other, right? And unfortunately, because of that, they were out there, vulnerable. But then the question still remains. Why? What was the motive? What's the reason why this man, this monster, allegedly did what he allegedly did? What made him go to this house and this house alone? The other part too, why only the 2 top floors? Why not the bottom floor too? So yes, it's fantastic news that we're getting right now. We're getting this information, and we're obviously happy about this because we're getting closer to justice, right? But still, new questions emerge. New questions pop off. And number 1 with the bullet is why? Just why? I'm going to show you guys the photo of him again. Let me, obviously this is like his mugshot. Clearly they're about to do something as far as extraditing him to Idaho. So he's got it looks like it's like a bulletproof vest thing on. I don't know what this is, but this is him right here. He looks very unassuming. It's very American Psycho if you really think about it, in my personal opinion. I don't know if y'all have ever read that book, but it's a fantastic book. Read it sometime when you get a chance, but it's messed up. Very unassuming, right? Looks like a pleasant individual, only to find out that there's something dark going on behind those eyes. Somebody said it's a turtle vest S-watch. Ah, okay. And now I get it. I thought maybe they were trying to, protect him, because obviously they need to protect him, unfortunately. They need to protect him because they need the information on what happened and why he did what he did, allegedly, if he did it. That's what they want to know. Why? Did he do it alone? Let's not forget that too. Did he do it alone? Was there somebody else with him doing the unthinkables? Or no? Again, as much as we got this answer, it opens up a whole new can of worms of questions. It's very, very interesting, y'all. But we got some more stuff. I've been getting some stuff from everybody, from a bunch of people. I appreciate everybody giving me this information. Hold on one second. I'm just getting a few more things. Again, be sure to hit that like button down below. Show some love by hitting that like button. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button too. Be greatly appreciated, okay? Hold on one second. Got another one here. Okay, so apparently, wow. Apparently, this is from a Reddit post he posted. He did a Reddit post about 7 months ago. So let's check this one out, shall we? This is allegedly from BK, from the monster. All right. This is so crazy. All right. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to blow it up a little bit more so you guys can see this. But apparently, this is what he posted 7 months ago. Research participation needed. Hello. My name is Bryan, and I'm inviting you to participate in a research project that seeks to understand how emotions and psychological traits influence decision making when committing a crime. What the hell? What? Say that again. I'm inviting you to participate in a research project that seeks to understand how emotions and psychological traits influence decision making when committing a crime. In particular, this study seeks to understand the story behind your most recent criminal offense with an emphasis on your thoughts and feelings throughout your experience. In the event that your most recent offense was not one that led to a conviction, you may still participate. Additional surveys are included after the open-ended section as to best understand your unique traits. The study should take about 15 to 20 minutes to fully complete. What in the hell is this? Yeah, T. True sideshow. Yeah. True sideshow. Eye emojis. I'm just playing T. But yes, this is a true psycho. So what if, let's read the rest of this. Hold on. Let's read the rest of this. Your identity and all answers provided are completely confidential. That's great. And the link to the survey is also an anonymous link. This research has been approved by DeSales University, IRB. Participants must be 18 years of age or older. If you opt to participate, you may terminate participation at any time for any reason. If you have any questions about this research, you may contact the research team via email. Student investigator, that's his name right there, BK. He even goes, his thing is BK5781 at desales.edu. So let's look at this really quick. He's inviting people to participate in a research project that seeks to understand how emotions and psychological traits influence decision making when committing a crime. Now, he's trying to get people to do this, participate in this thing, talking about what they're going through, what they're thinking, and all that stuff when committing a crime. What if, and this sounds crazy, but what if, this is going to be crazy, shot in the dark, full on shot in the dark. But what are the chances of him actually saying this? No one really responded to this. So he said, you know what? I'm going to make myself the guinea pig. What if? But that still does not explain why these 4 students and why such a unthinkable, horrendous crime like unaliving 4 students. This wasn't somebody stealing a candy bar at a convenience store. This wasn't somebody jaywalking across the street, right? He went and he did, allegedly, he took 4 lives. Could it be that he said, F it, I'll make myself the guinea pig and experiment on myself? That's insane if that's the truth. That's absolutely insane. You understand that, right? Ladies and germs? That's insane. What? So somebody needs to explain that to me too. Now, hold on. I'm going to go into some of these super chats. And I might open up the phone lines. I might, but do not call right now. Do not. I might open up the phone lines because I know a lot of us are still processing all this information like I am. I'm processing the hell out of this ish. And I'm still I'm still going through my mind like, what the F? What in the actual F right now? I am very happy that they have somebody in custody finally. Hopefully, whatever they have sticks on this mother lover. But actually, hold on. I lied. Before I go through all these super chats and all that. How'd that happen? What is that? Can you guys hear that music? That's so random. There it is. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, you guys probably didn't hear that at all, but anyway. So let me get a few more things. I'm just checking my DMs and my stuffy stuff. Sorry. Let's see. What? Wait a second. I'm sorry. Just got a message that just blew my mind. And I'm still trying to figure some things out. Sorry, there's some new information that just kind of blew my mind a little bit, and I don't know if that's actually true or not because I'm hearing other things. Some of y'all are saying that he had an ex-boyfriend, but I'm hearing something different right now. So just give me 2 seconds. I'm waiting to hear back on something as well. Like I said, this is all developing. This is all developing and breaking news right now. Obviously, there will be a press conference later on today with some more information from 5-0, and this time it will not be a nothing burger. So there will be a lot of content or a lot of information on that as well, that I think a lot of us will want to know. So please do me a favor while I'm getting some things together. Hit that like button down below. Let's see it get past 2K. That would be amazing. All right, because I see over 2,500 souls watching on all platforms right now. Again, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do so. All right, help this channel out. Support this channel. And if you're interested in just support, if you've already hit the subscribe button and you want to support the channel a little bit more, hit that join button down below. All right, become a family member. That would really, really mean the world to me. Okay, it helps keep these lights on. All right. Thank you so very, very much. Okay. Now, wow. Okay. I got some stuff I gotta get into here because y'all are giving some love. Man, because I'm hearing some things and I'm still, my mind is still reeling over this. And I don't know hold on. I'm hearing, okay, so I heard, and I'm trying to make sure I'm not losing my mind here. I'm hearing something different. I know some of you guys put these in super chats, which I'm going to get to here in just a minute. All right, I promise. I'm just trying to get as much information as I can. Some of you guys have DM'd me through Instagram, Twitter, all these things. So I'm just trying to get them all together here because I know a lot of us are all trying to get the information as quickly as we can and all that as well. Hold on. And real quick, Pink Society, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. I really do appreciate that. And welcome to the family, Raven McCall, Molly King, Miss Dorfin Girl 9977, Charmaine Rand, and Sarah. Thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, a lot of this is from you guys just telling me what I'm already talking about right now. But I do appreciate everybody giving me the information, breaking the news to me, and all that. Now I'm hearing something different right now. I'm just reading some messages. Of course, they have a bunch of information about Bryan or BK. Apparently, this is what they're saying. Allegedly, he was dating one of them. Allegedly, he was dating one of them. But I don't see that. And that's the thing, George, where does the ex-boyfriend thing, the boyfriend thing is the boyfriend thing is something new to me too. Sorry, I'm getting a bunch of stuff going on. What? Hold on. Sorry. Sorry, I'm getting a bunch of things. Bunch of information here. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Is this... Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay. Sorry. So I'm wondering what that angle is coming from, because I'm getting that from a lot of people. Then the other thing is that is there any connection with? I mean, I'm still trying to figure this out. Okay. So let me go through some of these things, because I know that a lot of people are sending me a bunch of things, and I'm trying to read through them as much as I can with all the information that I've been receiving. Yeah, and then of course I'm getting a bunch of other things too. So let me take a look at this, and this is some wild stuff. This is some wild stuff. Hold on, I got another thing. Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. Like I said, getting all this information right now, and trying to give you guys as much of the information as I can. So hold tight for 2 seconds, because this is obviously all breaking news stuff, and I'm juggling everything all at the same time. So let's see here. Okay. All right, let me see this here really quick. I'm so confused by this. This is so confusing. All right. Let me see here. Come on. All right, guys. So we got a few things. I'm still trying to piece this together, as I was saying before. Now, this, of course, is a post from somebody else on here. Following open-ended questions provide you with a chance to anonymously detail your experience committing your most recent criminal offense. And I guess these are all the questions that were asked in this survey that he was actually posting and putting up, which is very interesting. Somebody said underneath, he claims it's a survey for any criminal offense, but the way he worded things, he really sounded like it's specifically about unaliving just sick. So he says, I guess one of them is, did you prepare for the crime before leaving your home? Please detail. Let me just show this to you guys a little bit bigger. Says, please detail what you're thinking and feeling at this point. Then there's another one. How did you travel to and enter the location that crime occurred? This is crazy. Real talk, this is absolutely crazy. After arriving, what steps did you take prior to locating the victim or target, i.e. person or object? Please detail your thoughts and feelings. Then there's another one. Why did you choose that victim or target over others? Very, very interesting. Yep. And of course, people are now starting to get the information. Was the motive some kind of psychopathy-induced inductive field research? That's what I'm thinking. I keep thinking that maybe he said, hey, I am going to just do this myself. I'm going to conduct this myself. After reading after seeing who else, God knows who responded to this, right? And filled out the questions and made the answers to, wrote answers to this. Maybe it inspired him to say, okay, well, now that I hear and see what people did, I'm going to do the same thing. Right? And for a fact, if he was a criminal justice PhD, getting his PhD in criminal justice and in criminology, for a fact he's doing deep dives into notorious SKers, right? Of course, I got to use these key words, okay? Unfortunately, but imagine if that was the case. That he's just doing all this research, so on and so forth. And then he gets inspired enough to actually conduct his own thing. If this is his only crime that he's done, this makes me feel like it feels like if this is the guy, that this may not be the only time he has done something like this. And it could have been something small at first. Could have been a dog. Remember the dog that was found? Skinned? Could have been a dog. Could have been anything. It could have been him. It could have been him doing conducting a B&E, a breaking and entering, and successfully getting away with it. You never know. And then the appetite just got more and more intense. This is insane to me. It's absolutely insane. Let me get here. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find out some information. There's the one thing that's weird is that they're saying that there is somebody who was actually allegedly, I don't know, that there was some sort of a relationship with one of the girls. But again, I don't know how much of that is true. I really don't. But we got another one here. Hold on. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm getting things left and right. Text messages, emails. I'm just trying to unravel all this as best as I can, live and full and in full effect. But if you have anything, please email me. Okay. That would be incredibly helpful because I got like 7 different windows open and I'm trying to conduct this as best as I can. We got some information here. Let me pull this up here too. We got an article from Daily Mail that just broke this as well, so we're going to get into that as well. But let me pull this one up here. If it's here, okay. Okay. Let me show you guys this. Again, this is all breaking news, guys. All breaking information, and it's wild. Here's another piece of information I got from a screenshot and all that, and I appreciate the help. It says it is understood that BK, all right, is a PhD college student from Washington State University, and did not attend the University of Idaho. According to the college website, he attended the college in Pullman. It's a 15-minute drive from where the students were unalived. A white Hyundai Elantra was towed from the home where the suspect was arrested. Boom! My Lord! Holy cow! They weren't kidding about that 2011 to 2013 Hyundai Elantra being a integral piece to the puzzle. Holy cow. So I'm going to blow this up a little bit more so you guys can see this. But it's saying right here, a white Elantra was towed from the home where the suspect was arrested, according to NBC News. Moscow cops have been hunting that exact vehicle in the past 2 weeks, obviously in connection to the unalivings. He appeared in court this morning with Moscow PD, confirming that they will hold a press conference today at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. A spokeswoman for the department declined to comment on the arrest when contacted by the Daily Mail. Authorities have been left baffled by the brutal unalivings and have repeatedly appealed to the public for help with the case. Now, the one thing I do want to know, okay, yeah, man, some of y'all are amazing. All right, some of y'all are amazing with the information. You guys are quick with it. You know what I'm saying? But this is wild, though. So it was the white car. Oh my God. The amount of BS that we've talked on oh my God. Oh my Lord. The amount of BS, the amount of stuff that we've been given hell about the white Elantra. There was a white Elantra towed from the home that BK, the alleged monster, was arrested from. Crazy. Oh, let me see if I can slow down this chat. Hold on, guys. Let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do. Hold on. Let's see. I'm putting it in slow mode right now. Skadoosh. All right. But what's really, really cool, it's in slow motion. It's in slow mode, or I slowed down the chat. But what's really cool is if you're a member, you can actually chat as much as you want. You can actually post comments as much as you want. The slow mode does not affect you. Does not affect you, members. Okay. So again, I appreciate it. I put it in slow mode, Evil. Okay, I put it in slow mode, just so you know. Okay, so appreciate everybody for being here. Real talk, do not forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. That would really, really mean a lot. All right, but this is the information that we're getting right now, which is wild information. I got more for you. I got more. We got more. We got this other article here, which is basically the snippet that I just showed you guys, the screenshot, but I'm going to show you guys the article as well, because why not, right? Let's take a look at this article here. Washington State University criminology PhD student, 28, is arrested by SWAT team at 3 a.m. in Pocono Mountains for brutal We already know, as these students were asleep, all right? And the white Elantra, the white Hyundai Elantra, is towed from his Pennsylvania home, okay? Huge news, guys. Massive bloody news, all right? So real quick, a college student was arrested in connection to the quadruple unalivings. He's 28 years old. His name is Bryan Kohberger. He graduated with a Master of Arts in Criminal Justice in May of 2022. Moscow police are set to hold a press conference today at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay? And this is bloody-tastic news. I got some more clips and more stuff coming my way. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Hold on. Apparently his Instagram has been taken down. Hold on. I got a lot of info from everybody. Hold on. Okay. So, as you can see, this is from somebody by the name of Hannah, but they said, I seen someone post this earlier of an account name similar to Bryan, to BK, as following Maddie. I just checked. I don't see him in her following list anymore. So he must have taken it down. But then there it is. Bryan Kohberger right here. So the question kind of goes, could Madison have been the target? If there was a target? Something to think about. Now his Instagram has been deleted. Apparently they deleted his Instagram. Or he or someone deleted his Instagram. So it doesn't exist anymore. Okay? But it is pretty interesting to see that he was following Madison. Again, let me show that again. Let me say that. And this is according to this person. I don't know how credible this person is, but they're saying, I seen someone post this earlier on an account name similar to BK. And apparently BK was following Maddie on Instagram. Allegedly. Now, does that mean that they were together? I don't know. Inquiring minds would like to know. Let me see a little bit more. Let's continue, shall we? And shout out to Fair and Balanced. I appreciate the information. I've been getting some things from her. She's just been throwing things at me. And for everybody else who's been sending me DMs and all that as well, I really do appreciate it, okay? I really, really do appreciate it. Let's show you guys this one. It looks like Bryan, the BK, the monster, the suspect in the University of Idaho homicides, was a security officer for a Pennsylvania school district until July of 2021. So, says here, this was published in July of 2021. Let's see. The Pleasant Valley School Board approved the resignations of both the high school and intermediate school principals at this meeting on Thursday night. High school principal Troilio, I don't know. Anyway, and immediate principal Brenner are among 15 other employees whose resignations were also approved. These others include Hillary Atkinson, a teacher at the elementary school, Bryan Kohberger, a security officer, 3 substitute paraprofessional associates, 4 substitute secretaries, 5 substitute teachers, and a casual security officer. It does make you wonder, why did they leave? What was the reason why BK, an elementary school teacher, a substitute, professional associate, and 4 substitute secretaries and 5 substitute teachers all left this school? It does make you wonder what that has to do with anything that has to do with his past. That is some very interesting stuff too. That it could be nothing. It could be nothing, and it could be everything too, right? The question still, ooh, okay. I appreciate that info. Oh my Lord. Let's see. I'm looking at this whole. So this is another article. Again, I'm just piecing this together live with you guys. I'm still putting this all together. Personally, I'm still trying to figure this all out. But apparently, life in his hands. Security guard's quick thinking saves the life of PV hall monitor. Interesting. So it was late in the morning on Saturday, December 1st, when Pleasant Valley School District Monitor Kathleen Piccolo felt that something was wrong. While patrolling the hallways of the high school, she was having trouble breathing. It was quickly getting worse. Okay. So this security guard, Luis Fuentes, and his fellow co-workers, she was able to survive a medical emergency that could have led to disaster. The athletic director, Jake Percy, and one of my fellow coworkers, Bryan Kohberger, they came. So I started running to get the asthma pump. By the time I came back, it was like seconds. She was purple. I was trying to get her attention. Kathleen, wake up, but nothing. Percy, of course, the athletic director, called 911, while Fuentes told Kohberger to retrieve the school's AED unit. Fuentes went to work on performing CPR. Situation was intense. Okay. But Kohberger did return with the AED just as emergency personnel arrived on the scene. Piccolo was examined in the ambulance before taken to St. Luke's Monroe campus for further treatment. She was going to be okay. All right. So this is something. And if this is him, if there's connection with that, he was actually going and doing, he was doing his job. So, but then it does make you wonder what made him go from where he is what makes him go from him saving a life to him taking 4. It does make no sense. Again, it's so strange. And KJ Hart just said he followed both, I guess, Kaylee and Madison on Instagram. And again, could this be something where he was at that bar? Could it be that he was creeping them out? Was there a love affair going on? Was he in a relationship with one of these girls? I guess we're never going to really know fully. Of course, there's an extradition hearing going on at basically around 2:30, 3 o'clock at Central Standard Time, so 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. But that's going to be on the 3rd of January. So we'll have, of course, the press conference today to hear from 5-0, local 5-0, Moscow PD, to let us know what the heck is going on here. Oh, boy. But this is very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. So that's some information that we have so far. But still, no matter what, this is great news in my book. This is fantastic news. They finally got somebody. Okay. They got somebody And I hope they're not just taking just any random and just going in. They're actually going and, getting somebody that's solid. Bryan Enton even made a tweet as well. I am told when the Idaho quadruple homicide suspect BK was in custody, he asked if anyone else was arrested. What? I'm told he had a quiet, blank stare. What? Wait. So you're telling me that there could be some, the theory could be true. The theory could be absolutely right. There could very well be, again, this could very well be that he did not work on this alone. He could, wow. I'm gonna repeat that again. For those of y'all in the nosebleed seats, again, I am told when Idaho quadruple homicide suspect BK was in custody, he asked, quote unquote, if anyone else was arrested. Then he was also, Bryan Enton, according to Bryan Enton, he was also told that he had a quiet, blank stare when he asked that. Bruh. That's right, T. There's more than one suspect? Dun, dun, dun. Like, really? Could there be more than just one? Because there's that's 4 people, y'all. I hate to say it like that, but it's 4 people. There was 4 people, y'all. 4 of them. 4. Okay? 4 of them. So how much of this is absolutely 110% only on him? This is insane, y'all. This is insane. Okay? Cabron, this is insane. But that could also mean nothing. Let me say that again. That can also mean not a damn thing. Okay? We can sit here all day in our speculation castles in the sky. Sitting here going, oh, okay, we got him. We got the culprit. It's done. Only to find out that, nope, not so much. He may not have worked on this alone. And that's wild news. That is wild news. Hold on, guys. I'm going all the way to the top because I'm trying to get these super chats real quick because I know a bunch of y'all have some super chats. But if what Bryan Enton said is true, then, man, that's some crazy stuff, y'all. That is some crazy, crazy stuff. Okay? So apparently he's being charged with first-degree unaliving. But it doesn't say how many times. I mean, yeah. I mean, I would think if you're getting charged, if you took the life of 4 people, then you should be charged 4 times. That's what I think. And also, I do have to say this too. There is the DP, the death penalty. I'm just going to say it. There is the death penalty in Idaho. And I guess the question to you guys is, does he deserve it or not? This should be an easy answer, I'm sure. Or maybe not. I don't know. But he could be facing DP. And that could be very, very bad news for him. If he's the only one who takes the rap. Which is very, very possible. Which is very, very possible, y'all. All right. So let's get to these super chats really, really quick. This is some wild stuff, y'all. And I appreciate everybody's help putting in the information and all that. This is some wild news. This is some wild, wild news. Wild news, great news. Hopefully it's solid news. But I'm going to get through these super chats really, really quick because I know there's a gang of them. So I'm going to try to get through as many as I can because there are a lot. So, whoops. Darcy Miller, thank you so much for the 20. Thank you for covering this case anytime. You're very, very welcome. I appreciate it. Sabrina, thank you so much for the $3 super sticker. I do appreciate that. And of course, real quick, before we continue, do not forget to hit that like button down below. Let's see it go past 2K. All right, let's get it to 2K because this is great news. This is big, huge, breaking and developing news. We now know who the person is, but we still don't know why. What was the reason behind this? Then also, if it was just going to be, if his target was only those two girls, why did he take the life of Ethan and Xana? Or did he bring another person that may have been with him, like that had the same lust for red? I hate to say it like that, but what are the chances, y'all? What are the chances? Lisa White, thank you so much for the $2 PhD student there in criminology. Absolutely. Thank you so much. These are from earlier on, so I'm just getting through them because I don't like leaving a super chat unread. Okay. We got a couple more. They're coming. Nisa Marie, thank you so much for the 5. Justice for the family. Yes. For the families. I'm sorry. Yes. Like at least it's a step in the right direction, right? At least it's a step in that direction, not just us sitting here twiddling our thumbs and thinking, oh, a screenshot of a security cam. What does it all mean? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we've been doing. Understandably, though. Kelly Ann, thank you so much for the 20. Finally, exactly. Finally, something, right? Finally, something from PD, right? From law enforcement. And it shows, again, like I said earlier, it shows proof positive that they were putting in the work. Okay? As much as we were so frustrated and angry about it, right? Wanting to know something as quickly as possible. This at least is showing that they weren't just dragging their feet. They were being very active. Angel Don Moyer, thank you so much for the 3. I'm hearing he's from the frat. Yeah, I don't think he's from the frat. From the information that we got so far, I think the only thing that they have off right now is his age. Because that first news clip that I showed you guys, that video, that it said that he was 25 years old. Apparently he's 28, and you could see it in his face. He to me, he looks older than 28, but like, that's what I keep saying. Ladies and gentlemen, moisturize, okay? That's all I say. Damn, moisturize. Horde 28. See, I'm at the hard 28 part of the family chat. There's a horde 28. Absolutely, horde. All right. Jess W, thank you so much for the 5. Haha, Pascal. My mom just came in and said, he hit those screets and ran. You have rubbed off on her. I'm done. I'm sorry. It's a blessing and a curse. He hit those screets and ran. Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. I appreciate it. That means you guys listen. That means a lot. Thank you. Fair and Balanced. Again, thank you so much, Fair and Balanced, for the information. She's sent me a gang of stuff, and everybody else who has sent me some stuff. Even my wife has been sending me crazy amount of stuff. So shout out to my wife. I got to say that too. But Fair and Balanced, thank you so much for the 10. Great to see you're live with this. Sorry, I meant to super chat that I Twitter DM'd you, and we have to host shows while everyone does the fact checking for us. Keep up the great work, my friend. Thank you so very much. And if there's any way I could return the favor, I will definitely do so. Okay, because Fair and Balanced did send me a bunch of stuff, like a gang of stuff. Okay, but it was from everybody sent me a bunch of stuff. I couldn't do all this information without all y'all's help. Okay, so thank you, Fair and Balanced, and thank you, family, because without you, I'd be talking to a wall right now. Okay, with no information. Just sitting here going, who is it? Who it be though? Okay. Big, huge breaking news, guys. Big, huge breaking news. Samantha, thank you so much for the 5. Thank you for all of your hard work. Hope you and your family have a happy new year. This is a happy, man. When we find out what really went down and why this went down, how they got him and all that stuff, we're going to find out here in just a few hours. They have a press conference, and I'm telling you, if they have things that are really going to stick on this mother lover, this is a great end to this crazy, tumultuous year that we've had. So I'm happy to hear this. Big time. Happy as hell about this. It's all BS. Thank you so much for the 100 rubles. I appreciate it. Put the chat in slow mode. I already did. Too fast. Good morning, dear friends. Have a great day. Love you all. Some good news finally. Absolutely. Thank you. It's all BS. I really do appreciate it, Albus. Thank you. I appreciate it, my brother. Hope you're doing well. And Happy New Year to every single last one of y'all. Seriously. All right. Let's go. Sorry, I'm scrolling through trying to find these super chats because I know there's a lot more near the end. Hold on, guys. There it is. Jennifer, thank you so much for the 2. He has that creepy face. Yeah, it's just like no emotion, It's weird. Laura Estrada, thank you so much for being a member for the past 16 months. What's up, girl? Hi. Pascal is in the play. This is the place to come. 2023 is a year for active change. Absolutely. I totally agree. And so thank you so much for that comment as well. So both of you, Jennifer and Laura, thank you so much for those comments in that super chat. Moving on. Come on. There they are. Elin, thank you so much for the 10. I appreciate it. You think he's like OCD, maybe delusional and hung up on the numbers 11, 22, the date, etc., and on King Road? Seems like an OCD serial K trait, possibly. You never know. That's actually a good question. I don't know. It's interesting if you really think about it, like why he would pick that house of all houses. Then, of course, it is an even number. It's 4 lives that were taken. That's also an even number. But the day that the unalivings happened is very strange. It's a very strange time, or a strange, so I'm saying, the off day. It's November 13th, So there is a lot that just doesn't make sense with all of that. I don't know if he's an OCD type of thing, but I don't know if I don't know. It's a very good question though. WHXT, thank you so much for the 35 czar. Appreciate it. I read that it had to do with his gay ex-boyfriend. It would just be his ex-boyfriend. Because we already know that. See what I'm saying? But I get what you're saying. Okay. That it's his gay ex-boyfriend. And one of the victims on 4chan. Interesting. I don't know if it is true. I don't know. I'm hearing many different things. He may be gay. He may not be. I don't know. We're hearing a bunch of different things. He's following them. I've heard another story that maybe that he was having some sort of a relationship or something like that with one of the girls. We don't know. We're going to find out more today for sure. Kelsey, thank you so much for the 5 Canadian. How crazy is it that it's being talked about that someone is going to be arrested before the end of the year, and someone was? I came here so fast. Absolutely. Yeah, it's crazy that people were saying that in the chat, and then suddenly, bang, it happened. And maybe somebody has an in. So I'm saying somebody got a connection with the within the Moscow PD, right? Somebody's got their ear to the pipes. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. It's all BS. Thank you so much for the 100. Just don't offer him a plea. You never know. If they need to find out there's somebody else. If they need to find somebody else, you never know. They might need to get him to talk. God forbid that they sit there and throw things out the way just to get that second person, if there is a second person. Oz Brumby, thank you so much for the 5 Australian. This nut still gives me the Teddy B vibes. Teddy B was a Lifeline 991-ish volunteer. Teddy B vibes. Teddy B. I don't know Teddy B. Somebody's going to need to tell me what Teddy B is. Coffee Cake, thank you so much for the 2. Please, people, Let's let the police do their job. You're right, Coffee Cake. Excuse me. You're absolutely right. And we're going to find out what kind of work they did in a little bit. Lisa White, thank you so much for the 2. Fox just said news conference at 1 in Moscow. Yes. So it'll be, it's in Idaho. Yeah. So it's still the same, still the right time on mine, if I'm correct, unless they moved up the time. Coffee Cake, thank you so much for the 2. Where did Maddie buy the car from? Good question. That's a very, very good question. Or you mean Kaylee, because Kaylee had got a car. She's the one who wanted to show off the car to Madison when she got the new car. And P, thank you so much for the 15. I appreciate that as well. I choose to watch the breaking news here. Oh, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I really appreciate you enjoying the roller coaster ride of my breaking news. Okay, I appreciate that. Jenny Lou 22, thank you so much for the 2. Jenny Lou 22 with the 2 super chat. Thank you. Nothing Burger is too weird. Monster is Kohberger. That's funny. Yeah, isn't that weird? So today it won't be a nothing burger. It will be all about Kohberger today. Infamous Truth Teller, thank you so much for the 5. Questionnaire psychology majors do that for part of their classwork to graduate. Interesting. But then, and that's true. I get that part. This could have been his, this could have been what's the word? I forget the thing. It's like the final piece that you do for your thesis, right? This could be part of his thesis and all of that, but it is just very awkward and strange that those kind of questions were being asked in the way that they were asked. It is strange. And then on top of it, now that he has been arrested and he's about to be extradited to Moscow to face charges of taking the lives of 4 students, it's just interesting, given his background and all of that. It's pretty wild, But then it does make you wonder. Let's talk about the dog for a second. Not the dog that was skinned, but we're talking about the golden labradoodle, right? Murphy, if I remember correctly. Was he inside that house enough for that dog to be cool with him? Or was it just a really friendly dog that was used to just having randoms around him all the time? Didn't know anything about protecting anything. I'm just saying, my dogs are insane. My dogs are insane, okay? They hear anything, they go crazy. That's just how my dogs are, okay? Anybody came in this house, they're not going to sit there and just be all kind and cuddly. They're barking their faces off. So it does make you wonder, was the dog just a cool, calm, and collected dog? You know what I'm saying? That just was a party animal. Get it? And got along with everybody? Or was the dog acquainted to BK? That's a question that needs to be answered too. Wendy Jacobs, thank you so much for the 5. He probably wrote a paper on it in class, and teacher probably realized it was similar to the unalivings. Maybe. The questions I have are going to be endless right now. Ashley King, thank you so much for the 2. Thanks, law enforcement. SK has been living an hour away from me. That is crazy. It's terrifying to think that, right, guys? Okay. Teddy B. Oh, Ted Bunn. Yes. Thank you so much for that clarity. I appreciate that. I was wondering what you were talking about, Teddy B. I thought it was another guy, and I'm like, maybe it was something in Australia. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I appreciate you breaking that down for me. Thank you so much, Oz. I appreciate that. Boom. Da-na-na. Got a couple more. I know. I got a lot more. Stacy, thank you. Stacy Schwind. Thank you so much for the $2. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Appreciate it. Moving on. Snow White, thank you so much for I'm going to round it up because I'm just that kind of guy. Thank you so much for the £5. I appreciate it. It proves to be patient with police. Also, he looks a lot older than 25. Yeah, he don't even look 28. Like I said, moisturize and drink water, hydrate and moisturize. I'm serious. And it's some SPF, whatever. You know what I mean? On the skin. Trust me, you'll thank me later. Okay. Ladies and germs. King Bob, what's up? Thank you so much for the 5. With a question like that, was anyone else arrested? Sounds like that there might have been at least 3 people. Maybe. So if anybody else was arrested. Interesting, right? Mimi Muddy, thank you so much for the 2. Hi all, and Pascal. Hello. Hope you're well. Got a couple more. Avery Shannon, thank you so much for the 5. I just posted a video you can play. He's still following the girls on IG. Feel free to play it. I'll try to find it. I'll try to find that, Avery, but thank you so much. I might have to play that on the next during the while we lead up to the press conference in a little bit. Jennifer, thank you so much for the $2 super chat or super sticker. Chrissy Lee, thank you so much for the 20. Thank you for all your hard work with this case and all the others. We know how hard you work. Shout out to Farron and everyone else helping. Happy New Year, and can't wait to see you hit 100,000 in 2023. You deserve it. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I can't wait to see that too. My mind will be blown. I will probably cry like a baby. What else is new? You know what I'm saying? I really can't wait for that. Real talk. I'm really looking forward to that moment. It will be a wild event, and it'll be a joyous one for sure. Corey Doolin, thank you so much for the 10 super sticker. I really do appreciate that, Corey. Thank you so very much. And again, Corey Doolin, thank you again for the $10 super sticker. Thank you so very much. All right. But yes, guys, have mercy. This is the stuff that we have. This is the information that we have. Obviously, there's going to be more stuff coming out for sure when we get closer to more of the truth, right? But man, do I got questions. And that's what sucks. As much as we are excited and happy and really looking forward to hearing the details and how they were able to obtain proof that this guy is connected to this tragedy. As much as we are excited about that, oh my gosh, as much as we know about that, we have more questions coming out. Why these 4? Why this house? Why this town? Why not his next door neighbor? Like, why them? Right? Is there an ex-lover involved? Is this an ex-lover? Does he have an ex-boyfriend of some sort? Whatever it may be. Doesn't matter where he falls on the spectrum. It doesn't really matter. But what matters is why. If he did what he did, why did he do what he did? And that's the question. Lisa White, $2. Are you going to be going live for the press conference? Yes, I will be doing a live for the press conference for show. Okay. I will be doing a live for the press conference. But it's crazy that he wasn't very far. Okay. The 2 universities are less than 10 miles from each other. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Then he did what he did, allegedly. Jumped in his white Hyundai Elantra and drove out. Made the trek back to his home state of Pennsylvania. Pretty wild stuff. So we'll find out more information in a little bit. I'll be back on in about 2 hours because obviously there's going to be the press conference. So I will be on to talk about and watch that with everybody. Okay. We're going to get that information. We're going to find out what actually went down here, why this went down, and see if there's any other people that are involved in this too. So this is some crazy information, guys. Absolutely crazy information, but great information, because what a way to end the holidays. And of course, this is perfect timing. Oh, but then the other question I ask is this, and this is the other question I ask, is this 110% the guy? Because you got to remember, law enforcement will, of course, is working diligently and doing whatever they can, right? But there is also that concern of them doing this so that they can get students to feel comfortable going back to school. So I want to make sure that it is absolutely 110% truth, right? That is 110% the guy, right? So hopefully he is, and this isn't just for show, so that they can get the students coming back to matriculate at University of Idaho. That's something you got to think about it in your head too. You know, theater of comfortability. Hey guys, we got the bad guy, so you can come back. Keep matriculating. We need your funds. We need your businesses, right? We need your patronage, not only at this school but at this town. Just something to think about. Just something to think about. Not saying that it's not true, but I'm just saying let's hear what they say as far as what they found to get this person arrested, this monster arrested. CM Focus Productions, thank you so much for the 5. I live in the same city. T. Bundy did some of his unalivings. Wow. We had a cat killer in the area. Oh my gosh. Unalived about 13 cats and skinned them all. Never arrested. Yeah, that's crazy too. That is absolutely crazy as well. Okay. But yeah, man, this is crazy. Wow. Have mercy. Man, oh man. I was just about to say, so apparently from Farron, breaking, so police issue search warrant at his apartment. And he lived minutes away from the scene, from the actual crime scene. That's insane too. Wow. So then that may be wow. So that's allegedly what it is. He lived near um he lived near the crime scene. He lived near that house. So he must have walked by, seen them a bunch of times, or he could have just been frustrated with. He could have been one of the people calling in with the noise complaints all the time. You never know. Got frustrated with the noise and did what he did. You never know. But that's wild. This person lived near the house. This monster lived near where the crime scene is. That's crazy, guys. Oh my Lord. Woo-hoo! This is insane, y'all. This is insane. Well, Zanita just said on Facebook, thank you so much for the comment. WSU is 17 minutes from the house. And he lived only minutes away from the crib too, in his own apartment in that area. So he allegedly lived in Moscow and matriculated at Washington State University. Man, so he probably drove by that house all the time. Yeah, makes sense. Right? That's insane. Interesting. Corey Doolin, thank you so much for the $10 super sticker. I do appreciate that. But yeah, that is some wild stuff. Okay, guys. So I gotta hop off here because obviously we're gonna be back on in a little bit to watch the press conference and all that. Hold on one second. I got another super chat. Avery Shannon, thank you so much for the 2. His college was only 8 miles from Moscow. Yeah. So I mean, it's a short drive. That's a very short drive from Moscow to go into Washington State University. That's insane. Okay. That's absolutely insane. Marin Sweet. Yeah. I'm shook. I'm in shock. This is right under their noses. The dude was living right under their noses. And it still makes me wonder, how did they get him? Again, how did they get him? That's what I want to know. Okay. All right. So, guys, I'm going to have to get going here, but I will be back on in a little bit because we got this live press conference that we got to take a look at. Hopefully, my internet will be forgiving and let us watch that live as a family. So be sure, I already have that up and scheduled, ready to go. So be sure to keep an eye on that and watch if you can. That would be great. Okay. But it is time for me to get going. I do appreciate all y'all for being here and being a part of the conversation because, man, do we have a lot to break down and a lot to consume today. Wow, what a Friday. Ha! What a Friday. Man, last night was crazy. Now we got this craziness, but this is great. This is great news. And I think what I'm going to do is after the press conference, after we watch the press conference as a family, I will most likely open up the phone lines and get you guys' 2 cents on everything that we've broken here and what they break during this press conference. So be sure to come back at 2:30 Central Standard Time. If I'm correct, we'll be doing a little bit of a recap before we get into the press conference. This is huge breaking news. We may be getting that much closer to justice for those 4. For Xana, Ethan, Kaylee, and Madison. We may be getting that much closer to getting justice. And I'm here for it, y'all. Let's go! I'll see you guys soon. All right? Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys very, very soon in the next live, which is just a little bit from now. So see you soon. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.